Yo, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm getting shot by my subscriber Bill. What's going on? You're shooting in the intro. We haven't even got there. What's good, Bill? So Bill, remind everyone at home, what rank are you currently?
Currently plat 1.
Okay, so you're around the platinum level now. Statistically, the gold and platinum level are actually the highest percentage of players. So a lot of people watching this, and yourself included, probably have similar issues. So we're gonna go through, have a conversation, and see if we can work on your game awareness. Starting off, okay, right now, whether you're on control or P3. Now, when I say something like P1 or P2, just for reference, because some people kind of comment that down below, that means, Bill, do you want to help them out at home? What does P1 mean?
The first hard point.
Perfect. So whenever you say P and then something, it refers to the point. So P1 is P1, which is the middle point. P2, which is the one back there. This is P3. Okay. So right now you're in a setup. You're holding this top area. Now, before we get into the kind of the details of the gunfights, it's kind of important to understand what's going on here. So could you come with me for a second, please? So we're on P3 right now. Okay. Now at the end of P2, we're at the end of P2. So let's go together. So could you show me the 2 spawn points for P2? There's sometimes different spawns, but the 2 basic spawn points that people generally spawn, and then we'll start to move around.
Well, so one team's spawning back here behind this truck usually, and then the other team is going to be spawning out back here behind, like around the 4 area.
Okay, so you're 100% right with your first spawn point, which is the spawn you actually want, right? You want to be around here. Now, where you're a little bit, not confused, but a little bit mistaken is the second spawn point. The second spawn point is actually down here. So there's left palm trees, okay? So when you're on when you're on P2, it's down here. This is important to note.
Oh, right.
Because it allows us to set up, right? So the second spawn's around there. Now, if your teammate actually pushes this area and gets kind of comfortable around here, then they would end up spawning kind of back middle. Okay, so this is kind of a secondary spawn, which is the middle area. So just generally, now that we're on the same page of where people are spawning, we're now going to think ahead a little bit and say, right, what do we do now going to P3? So knowing that P3 is around here, this is what we call a money hill for everyone at home. Again, a money hill is something that's where you go, nice little route there, take a little route to the bottom, perfect. So this is the money hill. This is known as a money hill because you get a lot of time. Sorry, not this one. This is setting up for the money hill, which is this one, P4. This is the money hill because you get a lot of time. So for the rotation, the reason why this is such a power spot is because you're essentially holding P3 into P4, right? So you want to hold this area, okay? So now we're on the same page of why you want it. I want to see you hold it. So whenever you're ready, I'm going to give you 3 opportunities. So could you go up to the top for me, please? Okay. And I'm going to give you 3 opportunities to kill me as if I'm playing for P3, okay? So I'm going to come from the other side of the map as if it's the end of P2, and I'm going to slide around the corner, and I want you to try and kill me. Happy?
Okay, now you want me to stay up here the whole time?
So I want you to stay up there, but I want you to play your life a little bit. So whether that's crouching, whether that's snaking, being a difficult angle and stuff like that. So this comes down to the word anticipation. So right now, if you could kind of peek up for a second, perfect. So right now, this is the first step I would say, understanding the spawns, and then you can anticipate, okay? So right now, if I'm coming through this area here, if I'm coming through down here, for example, and I slide out like this, your centering, which is what we went through the other session and kind of what we briefly spoke about, your centering should be where? Around here. Your centering should be around this area. So we're going to test your initial centering in your snap, okay? When you're ready, try and kill me. I'm also going to try and kill you, okay?
All right.
Let's go. Ready?
Yep.
Okay. So let's stop for a second. So right there in that situation, I'm always going to expect someone to be there. Why? Because it's quite a predictable head glitch, which is a very good one. So when I come around the corner, I'm going to slide. There's only 2 head glitches I can naturally go to, okay? So now we're going to add another element, which is called pre-aiming the head glitches. So if you don't mind coming down here for me for a second, I wish we have a teleporting machine to make this a little bit easier. I'm sorry, you're going to do a lot of running for me, my friend Bill.
Yep, nope, all good.
So I want you to talk to me from just kind of thinking out loud here, right? Where could I logically go? If I'm standing here, and remember what we said, right? This is the spawn point, so I'm coming around here. Where should I go? If you're standing here, where should I go to get closer to pre-aim that head glitch? Where should I go? How should I approach the gunfight, in your perspective?
Well, I mean, you were pretty effective at what you did. I would normally push up to right here and try to hit that.
Show me how you would normally do it. Show me how you would do it.
I would normally push up and try to hit this right here.
Okay. That's not a bad play either. To be honest, for me, it comes down to layers, okay? So this is a new concept. Now, I'm kind of combining a few concepts. We're going to go through some stuff, then we'll kind of slow it down, okay? So the first concept we went through is anticipation. So when I say anticipation, is like right now, for example, if you come around the corner, you should have in your head a rough area where I could be. So my first thought would be going up here, centering up to the top, and checking that top area. Why? Because it's quite a powerful spot that people normally sit at. So I'm kind of getting ready for that, okay? The second thing you want to do is, you know, go through and count in layers. So when I mean layers is this. If I'm standing right here and you want to watch over me and you don't really know where I am, what you could do is this. You could go here, knowing that your teammate's in front of you. He's a second layer, right? You could slide out here. You could slide out here and watch over from here. What are you doing here? You're watching over this whole area. If you then see nobody, you then know they're up top. Okay? So it really comes down to layers of defense. So the first layer, if you have no map control, so if you feel like your opponent could be pushed up here, let's say your opponent's pushed up here, why do you think playing here isn't the best play? Why do you think this layer 2 isn't the best play?
This one right here, you mean going up here to the top?
So we're going to call that layer 1. The going up top is layer 1. Going to these stairs is layer 2. And going to this Hegler chair is layer 3. Happy with that?
Okay, yep.
Perfect. So why do you think going to layer 2 right now is not the best play if I'm standing here?
Well, because I can't see you because of this car.
Okay. It's not really about you seeing me. It's more the fact that now you have multiple people shooting you. Because if you think about it, could you just peek your head up right now?
It's up.
Perfect.
Yeah, I mean,
it's not only am I looking at you, my teammate from the top is also looking at you, right? So it's a little bit difficult. Yep. So that's the issue. You don't want to go to layer 2 unless you've got a bit of map control. So when you go up here, for example, so let's say your teammate just spawned, and now how can we know this? So Bill, what 2 areas of the game can allow you to realize how much map control you have? There's 2 areas. That's all you need to know is 2 areas of the game. What would you guess them to be?
Well, I mean, I could see where my teammates are on the mini map, so that would give me an idea of where they are, and I could also know who's on hill.
Okay, perfect. So the 2 things, the 2 elements, right, is minimap, absolutely. So with the minimap, you can see where your team's pushed out, right? So for example, Bill, if you come with me, if my teammate is standing right here, if I'm your teammate right now, and I'm standing right here, you know that you have enough cover that the enemy's not here. So you can afford to maybe even push up to layer 3, you see? So this is how you can increase in map control. This is it right here. If you had no information, could you stand back here for me, please? Just stand right here, okay?
Okay.
And you have no information on anyone. And you're the only one up right now. Your team are all dead and you're the only one up. I want you to go towards layer 2 for me. Okay, so now you're at layer 2. I'm standing here. You have to worry about me on your right. And my teammates are watching over you from the hill. This is what people do wrong. When I'm coaching people, especially around the gold platinum level, they would not really look at the minimap, right? And they would kind of run down and not really think about what's going on. They would kind of just run in and hope for the best. So this is why I want you to start looking at the minimap and thinking, okay, if my teammates aren't here yet, that means technically they could be enemies there, right? So let me be a bit careful. Let me maybe chuck a stun grenade. Let me slide here. Let me snake it. Let me shoulder it. Just be a little bit more annoying, okay? Now, if you had a teammate back here, then you know it's safe. It's safe to assume. So then what you can do, you come through and you can stay up here. And this is how you gain the map control. Okay, perfect. So now we've gone through the fundamentals of kind of just why we're doing certain things. Let's now work on the mechanics. So I'm going to tell you exactly where I'm going to be. And I want you to try gun me from up top, okay?
Okay.
So your job is to go up top here and try to gun me. Now, this is where I'm going to be. Once you come out, I'll kind of show you.
Okay.
I appreciate everyone on the stream as well. We have about 30 people across both streams. We're currently in a coaching session with the boy Bill. I'm just going to kind of lock in and focus on this. If you guys have any questions or stuff, feel free to ask. If you have any observations maybe that can help Bill, please let him know and we can kind of go through this together. I appreciate you guys tuning in. And yeah, we'll catch up in a second. Just locked in with the boy Bill right now. So Bill, ready for the gunfight, my friend? I'm going to stand here and I'm going to slide to the... I'm going to stand back here, okay? And I'm going to slide here.
Okay.
Now, as I slide here, I'm going to try and kill you. So you can kind of see the route I'm taking. I want you to use everything in your arsenal, whether it's snaking, off angles. So you have to make sure you're kind of ready for the gunfight. And then after, I'm going to watch a kill cam and see what you could have done a bit better, okay?
Okay.
Ready?
Yep.
Let's go. Okay, a few things there. So the first thing is you know exactly where I'm coming from, okay? So in that scenario, you should be thinking of the route, not only the position I'm coming from, but also the direction I'm going in, okay? So the first thing for me is when you're up to this head glitch, let's just slow down and break the gunfight into a few variables. So while we kind of set up, talk to me about that gunfight. Were you confident there? Do you think you maybe messed a few shots up? Well, what do you kind of think from that gunfight from your perspective?
Oh, definitely missed some shots. And I'll be honest, man. I don't know that does coaching sets, but you was confident because you just laser beam people. So like, I'm just like, don't try not to die, but nah, not super confident.
Okay, so let's go on what you just said to me. So you said something very important there, right? I try not to die. So if you're trying not to die, once I've shot you twice, right? I've shot you twice here. I made you a bit weak, and you're gone down like this. This split-second decision, you have 2 options. Okay, you have one option, which is to re-peek the same angle, or option 2, which is to get away, maybe reposition, get your health up, okay? So this is the perfect example, again, just testing your general awareness, right? So let me show you what I mean. Could you go back down there for me? Just stand anywhere there for me. Any head glitch, anywhere you can see me. I want you to shoot me, let's say twice. Just single tap fire that 1, 2. Okay, so now 1 shot. Right now, where is your centering? Where are you? Can you pre-fire where you're looking at? Okay, perfect. So if I did that right there, I would probably get shot again, right?
Yep.
Okay, so now we're slowing it down. You can see where your first mistake was. I shot you, you went down and then re-peeked the same angle. For me, I'm going to recenter there, especially when there's a window like this. You're safe to assume they're going to re-peek it. So let me show you what you could have done. Shoot me again and I'm going to reposition. You see now I've just add another angle to it, right? So just little things like that. Now, even that scenario doesn't have to be exactly like that, but it's just about sometimes you get shot. If you want to, you can recheck from a different angle. Just shoulder it, go back to the different angle. Just be annoying. Where right there, you was a little bit slow, a little bit easy to kill there, okay? The next thing is your angle. Right now, I'm going to show you a few angles. Tell me what's harder to play against. Could you stand on that head glitch back there, please? The palm tree, very bad, perfect. So right now, tell me what's harder to play against. Right now, if you were to kill me, is this hard or easy?
Pretty easy, it looks like.
Okay, what about now?
A little harder, maybe, but still probably pretty easy.
What about now? What about now?
I barely see you now.
Yeah, try killing me. Try killing me. Okay, watch the kill cam. What did I do differently there? All I did was change my angles slightly. Literally just slightly go backwards. It's all about the angles, okay? It's all about what your opponent can see. Did you see right there how small the difference was for me and how different it must have looked for you? Now imagine, now think about it from the perspective, I was able to kill you without you really shooting me. It's nothing to do with gun skill. It's about the way you're showing your body, how much of your body you're showing, what angles you're presenting and stuff like that. That's what we need to work about. The actual gun skill, the only difference in gun skill is this. Right there, if I gave you X amount of seconds, let's say 10 seconds and you kill me, right? If I gave a bronze 15 seconds, maybe they kill me. If I give an iridescent 4 seconds, maybe they kill me. The only difference there is the timing it takes you to kill me. So when we have a gunfight, it's basically saying this. Like, say me and you had a fight now on the 16th minute, on the exact 16th minute, right? It will be like, I can move right and kill you in 4 seconds, okay? But it might take you 8 seconds, so that's why I win the gunfight. But if you do those angles and stuff we're going through, it just makes it easier for you. It makes it easier for you to kill me. So same thing. This time, I want you to play a deeper angle. I want you to strafe more. Another thing you were doing is you weren't really strafing. So talk to me about the strafing. Are you comfortable with strafing? Do you know why I always recommend it? Talk to me about strafing generally.
I mean, yeah, I'm comfortable with strafing. It's actually something I was going to talk to you about because I've noticed that I feel like you don't say it quite as much as you did in Modern Warfare 3, and I don't know if that's, I know that you emphasize it a lot then because of the rotational aim assist. But honestly, I don't feel like I've heard you say it quite as much.
So that's actually I'll call that the creator bug, right? What happens is, as a creator, when you're making videos, I have in the back of my mind a thing where I think that the same people might watch my videos. For example, you, right? You're now, obviously, you've seen my content to reach out to me. So what I don't want to do sometimes is give the exact same information. But the issue with that is sometimes I forget the necessities, right? So things like rotational aim assist, I probably should mention every single session, things like that. So you're 100% right, and I haven't mentioned it as much, but in terms of relevance, it is just as relevant as it's always been. It's very important. Exactly. Yeah. So that's maybe on me, and that's a great point. So I appreciate that. But yeah, like you said, it's just, I mentioned it last year on and on so much that I thought everyone knew about it because of how much I harped on about it, right? But it's just a habit. So one thing I also noticed is when we were playing is you're probably strafing until you start to shoot, and the reason why is because it just comes down to a muscle memory. It literally comes down to a muscle memory in your mechanics. So what you might do is you might strafe, and when you start shooting, you stop moving because your brain has not yet associated the pattern between strafing while controlling recoil, stuff like that. Okay.
Now, man, whenever you strafe, should you be trying to do very like short, or I mean, should you be like really
absolute demon?
Like,
I
you see the difference
10,
in like what I'm doing, like where, okay, so right now I'm ADSing and I'm like kind of just really quick back and forth versus like this.
Okay, so your question is how much to strafe?
Yeah, well, like, should they be, big moves or small moves? Like, is this still considered strafing, or does it look like I'm just pretty much standing in one spot?
So,
versus,
again,
you know,
I think what it comes down to, people ask me this as well, and for me, I think it's actually quite funny because people around the gold and platinum level, they seem to get really specific with the details, which I don't think people expect, right? People expect the iridescence, but it's actually quite funny when, like, for example, yourself right now, it really comes down to just making sure you're strafing. If you're strafing a little bit or a lot, you still have to be strafing. What I think people do is they get so fine-tuned with the details, they kind of forget to do the actual thing. Now, what I will say is generally my kind of rule of thumb. Could you stand here and I'm going to show you the difference, and I want you to explain to me what you think, okay? I would say both. I would say both of them you could get away with, but the issue is this. What's harder for you to hit? This is 1. Or this is 2.
Oh, number 1.
Okay. So
yeah,
do
you
you
don't
see
look
the
like
difference?
you're moving at all.
Okay. So yes, technically I'm strafing. I maybe get rotational aim assist, but I'm not moving. So if I'm playing against you, all I do is this. I recenter. I snap onto your head. It's like, you know when you shoot the bots in the you know the practice the firing range when you shoot the bots, they're not moving, right? So anyone can zap. Imagine you're not moving. It's the same thing. So what I would say is you want to try and get more movement. So when you say to me, should I strafe like this? You're focusing on the wrong question. It's not about whether you get aim assist. It's about what's a harder target to hit. Do you see where I'm coming from?
Yep.
Because the answer is you might get aim assist like this. I don't know the exact number, but you might get aim assist like this. But the issue is you're not moving. So when you strafe, there's 2 advantages. 1 is you get aim assist, but 2, I'm a moving target. I'm a lot harder to hit. So I would generally say, depending on your head glitch, just strafe the full amount. It just make it a thing, just strafe the full amount. So if I'm standing here, for example, could you stand in that corridor for me?
Right here?
Just in this corridor, as if you're in here, please.
Oh, yep.
Okay, so let's just say you're standing here. Okay, perfect, you're right there. So if I'm standing on the other side here, and I'm standing like this, what's harder to hit, 1 or 2? Well, this is 1. Okay.
Yeah, you're not moving. It doesn't look
or
like.
2 or 2.
2. Yeah, 2.
So do you see what I'm saying with the difference? You're so much more agile and mobile and just harder to hit, bro. If you can kill me, I'm gonna get a gun out. We can get a sub out now. We can get a sub out together. So so yeah, in terms of like centering and stuff, that's kind of the main thing I would say.
Yep.
Any questions on that?
Nope.
Okay, perfect. Let's get a sub out. We're gonna go through some stuff now. So you said to me you play mainly a sub role. I'm just gonna work on your aggression and overall how we can work on our centering and stuff, okay? So right now I'm gonna give you a certain spot I'm sitting at, and I wanna see how you approach it, okay?
Okay.
So could you stand up here for me? This is your starting spot. I'm not gonna use any equipment. My starting spot is down here. So we're gonna have 3 opportunities each. You could back away slightly. Now, the trick is I'm not going to give you any advice of what you want to do. The only rule is no equipment. I want you to keep an eye on the minimap, your general game awareness, and think of what we could do here, okay?
Okay.
Ready? Okay, now, I'm going to push you. In this situation, who should win the gunfight?
If you're pushing me, I should win if I'm just holding this glitch.
Perfect. So, remember, I can go middle, I can go right, I can go left, I can do what I want. I can run around the map. You have the advantage. You could push me if you want, but in this situation, we're going to assume that I'm pushing you, okay?
Okay.
All right, when you're ready, let's go.
Let's go.
Good. So now I'm weak. I'm going to go around. Let's see how you stop this. Okay, let's watch this. Let's stop for a second. Right there's a perfect example. Perfect example. When you're playing the game, okay? So right now, I would say when you're playing gold and platinum levels, generally, not in an offensive way, right? When I say I try to help people as much as I can, the actual game itself seems to be a little bit slower in terms of decision making. So what I say by that is right now, this is a perfect example. When you came to the left here, can you show me exactly what you did?
I came out here.
Stand here for a second. Just stand here for a second. So right now, in terms of like where you expect me to be, you expected me to be somewhere. Could you pre-fire where you expected me to be?
I thought you were like headed this way.
Okay, cool.
Over towards this corner.
So right now, when you shot me, I was actually down here, right? So before I even got a chance to reposition, you stood right there. So all I would have to do is this. You see? So you're giving me a chance in the gunfight. Like right now, I want you to try and kill me from there. You can strafe, try and kill me, okay?
Okay.
Okay, so do you see the issue there? I was able to get you weak, right? I'm missing so many shots. All I have to do is camera you. So what you should have done is, because I was quite weak, is this. Let me show you from the other side. All I want you to do is stand here for me.
Okay.
Okay. I want you to just go into this right door and come out of this window. Okay? No, yeah. Let me back away. Whenever you're ready. So now.
Okay.
So I see you, I go through. Okay, cool. So I know you're going to the window, so I back away. So do you see the difference right there? If we stop forward, just that one difference. Like how much of my body was showing? Barely any. And I was centered onto you. So the second that you like peeked out, I was able to get some shots and back away. But the difference was what you did is you were standing here, able to get cameraed. And that's just the difference we need to work through. When you're holding a power spot like Catwalk, we can't just be sliding to the left. Because for example, could you stand exactly where you were, please? Could you stand back here for me, please?
Down here?
Yeah, perfect. Because this is what I'm trying to say. It's about, like, I know you have the gun skill, but about understanding what you're doing in terms of, like, how you're setting yourself up. Because you thought I might come through here, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so just think about it for a second. If I was to come through here, am I going to put my head down and run like this? Or am I going to, you know, slide to cover, check around me first? I'm probably going to check around me. So if I'm in a game and I do this, and I see you right there, that's it. That's all it takes for me to do in that situation, right? So even if you're moving and finessing, what's this? What were you dropping? A little goodie bag, little Christmas elf or something? I never even knew that. I've not played the game in a few days, so I didn't see what that was there. But yeah, do you see what I'm trying to say in terms of anticipation? That was a perfect example. Like right there, you just went in the open. So we need to work on that anticipation. We need to work on being a harder target to kill, okay? So same thing, come back here.
Yep.
This is all I want you to do. Okay, very, very simple process. The hard thing is executing. Ready? This is what I want you to do. Number one is your centering. Where you expect me to be, I want you to center. Number two is anticipation. So if you expect me to be up here, I want you to what? Pre-aim this head glitch.
Okay.
And three, constant strafe. Constant moving, being annoying. Sliding sideways, strafing, whatever. I don't want to have a free kill where I'm shooting you and not moving. You want to move a little bit, whether it's left and right, being annoying, okay? In this situation, you go strafe like this, slide backwards, you know, pre-aim the head glitch like this, strafe left and right, just be annoying. I want you to be annoying, okay? When you're ready, let me know.
Yep, ready.
Okay, let's go. Okay, so right there again, that wasn't bad from you. It was good movement, good finesse, but what was the issue there from your perspective? What do you think went wrong there?
I mean, I guess I kind of lost sight of where you were on the mini-map for a second because I slid down the stairs whenever you were pushing up them, and I should have been up then you had kind of an advantage on me then.
So it all comes down, let's slow it down. Let's slow that exact gunfight down, okay? So right there, from considering how far back I am, if you go back a little bit, your first thing you need to try and keep doing is just make sure you're having a health advantage. Just make sure you have a health advantage. Like even right now, if I went up and peppered you like that. So one thing I noticed, really, really important thing, whenever people try to fight me, what most of them do is this, they try to fight me and commit to the gunfight. No one does this. No one shoots and backs away like that. Now, what you have to remember is when you shoot and back away, by the time your bullet connects, you're out of the gunfight and you're safe. And then you can re-peek again. You see? Now, right now, try and shoot me as I come up, okay?
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? Like, do you see how crazy that is? From you, you're watching me. I'm literally just walking up the stairs, shooting you before you even like realize and back away. So that way you're playing your life a lot more. So in that situation, when I was up the stairs there, all you had to do was kind of peek it slightly and just get some shots off. But what you did is you backed off fully. And then by the time you read that I was pushing up, do you know what you did? You started running. When you were running up the stairs, I was already there. I was already pre-aiming it. Okay, so just a little bit faster with the timing, all right, bro? Let's move on to another area of the map here. Let's go through. So now we're going to go back here. So this is about, again, anticipation and kind of how we're going to camera people, okay? So I'm going to stand right here. I'm going to show you what I want you to do. I'm going to stand right here. I'm holding this head glitch, okay? All I want you to do... Now, how should we do this? How should we do this? What head glitch should I give you? I'll tell you, I'm going to give you this area here. This is your head glitch. I have to come through this difficult cut and try and kill you.
Okay.
Okay, when you're ready, we're gonna have 3 gunfights each. So in this situation, remember our steps. What was step 1? Make sure our centering is on point. So where's your centering in this situation? It's around here. There's not a lot of room, so your centering has to be around here. Okay. 2 is anticipation. So, you know, making sure you're ready for me, making sure you're kind of strafing, and just make sure you're ready for the gunfight and not kind of daydreaming. Okay. We don't want your centering here. Why? Because I can't be there. I'm only going to come through there. And number 3, just make sure our positioning is good. So we're snaking, we're being annoying, we're strafing, we're reading the mini map, and we're just ready for the gunfight. I want to see you ready. Okay.
Okay. Yep.
So when you're ready, let's go. You can move from there. If you feel like I'm weak and you want to push me, go for it. Okay.
All right. I'm ready.
Okay. Let's go. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Okay, so right there, as an opponent, something I felt there was, it didn't feel like I was getting pressured. It felt like I had the advantage, right? If I was playing against you in a rank play game right there, I would say that player, I think they're lacking confidence, and it felt like you gave up the gunfight before it even started. Like, it felt like you were hiding as if you were one shot. When in reality, you have the health, you have the position. I want to see a lot more presence from you. Let's try that again.
Okay. Yep.
Okay, so right there, look, think about it. This is really, really important, okay, Bill? You know the way you're playing with like a little bit of lack of confidence and kind of scared to have the gunfight? You're gonna lose the gunfight guaranteed. The issue with me, so for me, is that I won the gunfight without taking any damage, right? Okay. I don't want that to happen. If I somehow win this gunfight, I have to be one shot. I have to be one shot. Now, why do you think that's important? Imagine we're in a 4v4. Why do you think being one shot's important in that situation?
So my teammate can clean you up.
Exactly. So one, you need to buy more time, and two, you need to make me weak. Now, do you think that you could have played a bit more confident there?
Probably, yeah.
Yeah? All right, perfect. Let's go again. Let's go for some more confidence there, okay? Because for me, that was good, but honestly, bro, it was very like, it felt like you were very nervous. It felt like there was something on the line. Like, bro, relax. You're chilling, okay? You're a good player. Just trust your instincts. Trust your instinct. Do you think you can win this gunfight?
Probably not, but I'm gonna give it a go.
See? Let's stop. We have to reframe that. We have to reframe that mindset. Look, you have all the advantage. Okay? Forget my skill, your skill, wherever you think the variables are. Right now, you have all the advantage. The reason you're not winning it is because you know what happened, bro? I came around the corner and you're not shooting me. I came around the corner and you didn't shoot me. I was like, oh, okay. So then I'm doing that. And now you're weak. Can you crouch for me? And now you're crouch. I go through. And then I apply pressure. It was very easy. Don't make it easy for me, bro. You've got confidence. You're better than that. Come on, lock in, all right? Say it. Say I'm gonna shit on you. This sounds weird, but say it.
I'm gonna shit on you.
All right, this escalated real quickly. I apologize at home, everyone. That's Bill's fault. I don't know why he said that to me. I'm gonna cut out me saying it and just let him say it in the video. All right, ready to go?
Yep.
Let's go. Good. More pressure from you. Good. Way more pressure from you. Better. Okay, now I stood there for a few seconds. I can't stand there for that long. Good. You made me weak. I love that from you. Okay, let's do the same thing again. Be confident in yourself. You have the positioning. As long as you have the positioning, all you do is try your best. If you lose a gunfight, bro, nothing happens. You're fine, bro. Nothing changes. You can learn from it, okay? Let's go again. Ready?
Yep.
Let's go. Okay, what's your kill cam for me? What do you think you could have done a bit better with?
Probably snaked or...
Perfect. Let's try again. Let's try again. We got a minute.
Yep.
Let's go again.
Okay.
I think right there's a perfect example. Just like you said, just add a little snake in there, bro. I have to push you on one of the hardest head glitches. The biggest thing you want, right, is this. You want me to push out. You want to shoot me. Another thing you're not doing is anticipating, right? If I'm standing right here and you know I'm going to peek out, why not just try a tester shot? Like, if you think I'm going to peek out now and you try a tester shot, you know what happens? If you hit me, I'm weak. I have to back away. And you have the advantage, okay? So you have 45 seconds. Let's go. When you're ready, try a tester shot. If you see me closing in, try a tester shot. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Good. Way better. The first 2 times when I did that little shoulder, I was standing there. What you did there is you predicted it. And how easy was that gunfight? Be honest with me. How easy was that in comparison? Okay. You got 25 seconds. Same thing. This time I'm coming from the other side. Turn around. Adapt to the mini map. Try and kill me. Let's go.
Yep.
Okay, good. Better. Again, let's watch the kill cam there. Good anticipation. You watch the mini-map, you're strafing, you're ready, you're locked in. Good anticipation there. Do you see that one little pre-fire? You don't have to do it every single time, right? Obviously, you're not going to have radar on, but if you know where someone's coming, if you can hear them, if you sense the pressure, go for that pre-fire, and it's going to make your game easier. You saw it. That kill, not the one we just did, the kill before, right? How much better was that? Because when I went around the corner, I was already one shot. Okay? Let's watch this from my perspective here. So this same situation, look at this angle. You said you couldn't see me at all. All I did was back up a little bit, okay? So what we went through today was nothing crazy in terms of like, there wasn't like a secret. I said, listen, Bill. I'm gonna help you cheat, bro. There's a secret. There's no secret. All you have to do is just think a little bit about the one thing I would say, and that people I think are starting to realize more and more. The more you play, you start to realize your screen and your POV, the things you do, don't look the same on your opponent's POV. So for example, if you were to slide sideways and did a slide cancel, it looks okay on your screen, right? But on their screen, it looks insane. So things like that, for example, right there, that angle on my screen, I'm thinking, I mean, if I can see Bill, he could probably see me too. But the fact that you couldn't see me shows everything. It shows the angles, okay?
Yep.
And bro, honestly, I think you've got a really good, like, I would say understanding of the game in terms of like, you're a very good learner and you listen well. I think it just comes down to applying the mechanics together and stuff. It really does. Another thing I would say is to be more critical in your own gameplay, bro. Bro, you have to have some confidence, Bill. You have to have some confidence. I don't care if you're playing me, you're playing Dashi. If you have the position, That's where you can be confident. There's a difference between delusion and confidence. You know the gunfight where we were practicing the second last one? Me taking that gunfight is delusional if I went to try shit on you. But if you're on the position, you have to play with confidence because you have the position over me.
Right.
Okay?
Yep.
All right, perfect. Let me end the recording there. We'll catch up in a second. YouTube, hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to drop a like, show that boy Bill some love in the comments. And yeah, if you guys want a coaching session, make sure to hit me up on Discord, and I'll catch you guys for another video later on today. Peace.